Today, we're counting down the 10 most popular neighborhoods in Franklin, Tennessee. Now, I got these numbers by pulling all the stats on how many currently active, pending, and recently sold homes there were in Franklin and took the communities with the highest numbers to get my list, and you'll be shocked. The number 1 community sold over twice the number of the number 2 spot, so stay tuned to see what community that is. You might even be able to guess. And if you guessed it first, tell me in the comments. Franklin, without a doubt, is one of the most popular and in-demand cities in the Nashville area. I have a lot of videos on Franklin, but it's so very charming with a cute, quaint, historic downtown that is so charming, but also has all the newer stores you could want as well, so a really great mix of both old and new. It's also close to Nashville if you're commuting, and it's within a 30-minute drive or so, just depending on what part you live in, to get to the airport as well, and it just has a lot to offer. I have other more in-detail videos of Franklin itself, but today, like I said, we're going to count down the top 10 most popular neighborhoods in Franklin so you can see them. We'll give you pricing so that you have an idea of cost of living in here. In these neighborhoods, we'll do a quick drive-through of them, talk about the amenities if there are any, and show you where they're located and what's near. We're also going to tell you a little bit about the schools and hopefully just give you a good idea of what those neighborhoods are all about. And if I don't have a full detailed video of each of them, that too will be coming soon, but many I already do have a video on, so be sure to search my videos. If any one neighborhood is interesting or stands out to you, just search my videos for that particular neighborhood and see if there is a more detailed video on it. If not, drop that in the comments as well so that I can research those. And if there's not, and there's one you want to see sooner rather than later, then also drop that in the comments so that we can get that video made as well. Also, I'll mention I did throw out one neighborhood which was second in the amount of sales, and that is St. Marlow by Signature Homes. This is a great neighborhood and has the second most amount of home sales pending. However, it's a new build community and it's sold out. So there's no new homes coming in there, at least as far as new builds go. And being so new, there's not a lot of resale quite yet, but I at least wanted to mention it since there is no opportunity to buy in there right now, but I thought I'd leave that one off so that you could see things that are actually available. Okay, so if this is your first time visiting my channel, my name is Jennifer Gramling. I'm a real estate agent here in Nashville, Williamson County, and the surrounding area. I just put out content trying to get you more familiar with Nashville. If you're thinking about moving here or relocating, this is going to be a great channel for you, so be sure to subscribe. And like I said, I am an agent in the area, so if you have questions at all about moving here or relocating, be sure to reach out to me. You can find all my contact information in the description. Call, text, email, however you want to get in touch, and we can get any and all of your moving questions answered. And if this video is helpful to you, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe, really helps the channel, so please go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's dive right into these top 10 neighborhoods in Franklin, counting down to the most popular neighborhood. Okay, so coming in at number 10 is Ladd Park. So Ladd Park is a fantastic community with so much going for it, and it's packed with great amenities. This is a larger neighborhood consisting of around 1,300 homes, and it has lots to offer. It's going to be located right here off Carruthers, which puts you in close proximity to Cool Springs as well as historic downtown Franklin, and there are lots of things right off this Highway 96, exit off I-65. And you're up and exit from Berry Farms as well, and 25 minutes to downtown Nashville with no traffic. Now, prices in here are going to range anywhere from around $650,000 on the low end, which is honestly fairly rare to find that price point, all the way up to about $1.3 million, which was just recently sold within the last few months. The average sale price though in here is right around $875,000, as well as the median price. Average price per square foot in here is $278 per square foot, with the average home in here being right around 3,200 square feet, with 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths on just shy of a quarter-acre lot. Now, obviously, lot and home size can be larger or smaller than that. That's just being the average. And then amenities in here are fantastic, and this is a super active community. You'll have 2 pools in here. You're gonna have sport courts, playgrounds, walking trails. You have access to the Harpeth River. They have a canoe launch. There's also a new 150-acre park coming to Franklin too that you can walk or bike to. So there's so much to take advantage of. Schools you're gonna be zoned for here are gonna be Creekside Elementary, Page Middle, and Page High, so look those up if schools are important to you. And remember, as homes and schools are added, zoning can change. This is my disclaimer, so you'll want to verify these. I have a great tool for verifying schools, so reach out to me. I can send that over to you, but they will be Williamson County schools. That won't change. But like I said, as new schools are added, they could get rezoned, so you'll just want to check. Okay, and over to number 9 is McKay's Mill. So this neighborhood I just did a video on recently if you want a full tour, but it's amazing. It's a bit older older, so in here you may find homes that are updated already or some that need updating, and you'll find more of a mix of housing types, including townhomes, a handful of condos, and a lot of single-family homes. There's around almost 1,500 homes total, so it's also going to be a larger neighborhood. And then the location here is great. If you look on the map, it's also close to I-65 and 25 minutes or so from downtown Nashville with no traffic, 5 minutes from Cool Springs in Franklin, and 10 to 15 minutes from historic downtown Franklin. And then from this neighborhood, you actually have a few of your own little retail things tucked right in here. So if you zoom in, there's a Publix, a couple of restaurants, childcare right here next to you that you can actually walk or bike to. And then up the street, there are a couple of hotels, more restaurants, Lifetime Fitness, medical facilities. So a lot right here that you'll have great access to. And then let's talk about the homes in here. So like I said, this is a neighborhood that's a little bit older, started being built in the early 2000s, and you can find single family homes, townhomes, and condos. So a variety of different home types in here. Recent sales in here have been as low as $425,000 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo, up to over $1.2 million for a larger home on a third of an acre lot with over 5,000 square feet in that home. So the average home price in here in the last 3 months has been around $735,000 for a home with 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and right around 3,000 square feet on a 1/4 acre lot. And then with the average price per square foot being right around $258 a square foot. So that just gives you kind of an idea. And then the average year of this home was 2004. And then amenities here, again, you're going to have a lot of amenities in this neighborhood. You have an amazing Olympic-sized pool, so take a look at this. This is really great. You've got tons of walking trails, playgrounds, an awesome clubhouse with a fitness center, which is really, really nice, and not as common as you might think to have that fitness center right there in your clubhouse. And you also have tennis courts here for you tennis folks too, and it's just really established here with lots of trees and sidewalks. It feels really Americana in here, and I love it. So the schools you'll be zoned for here, at least currently, are Creekside Elementary, Page Middle, and Centennial High. So you can go ahead and look those up, but lots of great things in this neighborhood, and the location is just great. And then moving on to number 8, this is Starnes Creek. So Starnes Creek is amazing. This is a new build community being built exclusively by Dries, who built a lot here in Williamson County. And this neighborhood is great because you're located a little further out from some of the congestion of some of these older neighborhoods, but you aren't far at all from those things that you would want access to for shopping and activities. So you get the peace and quiet and the views, but still in really close proximity to things that you would want or need. So if you take a look at the map right here, this is where you're located, and you're really only about 15 minutes to get over to Berry Farms in Franklin. And if you aren't familiar with Berry Farms, it's a great area, a neighborhood with homes, retail, groceries, restaurants, and its own little main street with shops and things all right here. And then there are even hotels here. So if you have people in from out of town you want to host, they can be really close to you here. And then if you just jump up to exit 96, there's tons more shopping, Sprouts, groceries, Hobby Lobby, medical facilities, and then the next exit you're at Cool Springs. So it feels a little bit more remote and peaceful, but really it's still a great location and close to everything. And then, okay, talking about homes in here, as I said, this neighborhood is being built by Dries, and there's still a lot more to build. The neighborhood will consist of 69 homes once completed, and there are quite a few left to build in here. I think about 12 people have moved in so far as of the day I'm making this video. I know this because I just had a walk through there. That's what the builder said. They're currently selling the second phase, so a lot of great lots available in here. And then prices in here, homes are selling right now for active listings are priced just over $1.1 million up to $1.5 million. Of course, those are not final prices. For many of them, you would need to add selections to that, etc. So unless it's a spec home, of course. But the average home that is currently under contract is 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, around 4,400 to 4,500 square feet with a 3-car garage, and that's going to be on a third of an acre, give or take, per home site. And then average under contract price and average sale price right now is right around $1.45 million. Now, as for amenities, this community does not plan to have any amenities in here as far as clubhouses and pools are concerned. However, these lots in here are pretty generous. So if you wanted to put in a pool and have your own outdoor oasis in your backyard, you should be able to. You should be able to find a great lot to accommodate that and have all the neighborhood over to your house to have fun. So schools you'll be zoned for here are going to be the brand new Arrington Elementary, which just opened up this year. It's a beautiful brand new facility, and it's just a stone's throw from here. And then Page Middle and Page High, which are also really close to here, and they've just undergone extensive renovations, so those are really nice facilities as well. So that's something, if you have kids, they will appreciate it. And like I said, lots of opportunities to still buy in here. So reach out if you're interested. I can answer your questions. I do have a lot of clients in many of these neighborhoods and know the builders and agents and the processes really well, so happy to answer whatever questions you have. And at number 7 is Southbrook. Okay, Southbrook I'll have an extensive video on coming out next, so stay tuned for that. I was waiting waiting for it to get a little further along before publishing it so I can have something a little more exciting to show you, but it's getting there now, so we went ahead and shot that already. I just need to get that out right after this one. This is another new construction neighborhood, and they're building some beautiful homes with great amenities that were just completed, and I'm ready to show you, including everyone's new favorite amenity, which we will talk about in just a sec. So this neighborhood is another one of those West Haven type communities that has the most charm and has that cute beach town vibe that everybody loves about West Haven. This is going to be a little further south though, towards Berry Farms. If you're familiar with that, it's really convenient to that area. So if you look here, this is where it's located off Lewisburg Pike right here. And as you can see, that puts you in great proximity to I-65, making your commute easy regardless of where you're going. About 30 minutes to get to downtown Nashville since you're on the south side of Franklin here. Like 3 minutes to get up here to Berry Farms, which we talked about earlier. But as a reminder, you have hotels, restaurants, groceries, so many things right here. And then each exit up 65, you have more and more as you get into Cool Springs. So it's a great location. And then homes in here. So in this beginning phase, there are going to be 205 home sites, and they are already under construction and will consist of single family homes and townhomes. Now there will be a future phase of expansion called Southvale, which will add an additional 500 plus units ranging from townhomes to single family homes to condos. And then Southvale will feature large scale amenities, a natural park area, walking trails of its own, but that's in the future. And this neighborhood will have its own amenities, which we're getting to, but home sites in here right now are priced anywhere from $1,058,000 all the way up to $1.8 million, with the average under contract price being right over $1.3 million, with the average home being 4 to 5 bedrooms with 4.5 baths, with most lots being shy of a quarter acre, but some being as large of a third of an acre. And then average list and under contract price per square foot right now is right around $380 to $390 per square foot. So amenities in here are fantastic. And for those of you looking for pickleball courts, this is the one. So this neighborhood has an incredible pool, playground, pickleball courts, basketball court, walking trails, so just a lot to take advantage of in here. I have so many people asking me for pickleball courts, so mark this as a great option if pickleball is your thing. Schools you're going to be zoned for here are Oakview Elementary, Legacy Middle, and Independence High, so feel free to look them up. And then as I said earlier, I do have an extensive video coming out on this, already recorded it, so be on the lookout for that. This is going to continue to be one of the really popular neighborhoods here in Franklin, so you'll want to keep an eye on it. Okay, number 6. Coming in at number 6 is Fieldstone Farms. So this neighborhood is a little bit older, a little bit more established, and a favorite of Franklin residents for a really long time. It's full of great amenities and in a phenomenal location. It's going to be a larger neighborhood, so it's going to be around 2,000 homes, so one of the largest so far that we've talked about. And again, there's just a wide variety of home styles in here with townhomes, condos, detached single-family homes, and attached patio homes. So a lot of different types depending on what you're looking for. So let's look at it on the map, and if you're looking at it, it's kind of this whole little area right here. So you're within walking distance or easy driving distance of this whole little shopping area where you have a Walgreens, Publix, a vet, a bank. You have multiple parks right here. So you have Black Horse Park and Fieldstone Park, and then the Harpeth River runs right through here. And then if you zoom out, you're just right down the street from historic downtown Franklin, and also so close to Cool Springs as well. So really easy access to everything here. And then to downtown, it's going to be about 30 minutes with no traffic. Add some time on that if you are going to be in traffic or those heavier traffic times, but about 30 minutes without traffic. Okay, so let's talk about the homes. So as mentioned before, there are all kinds of homes, condos, townhomes, and single family homes. So let's take a look at these and we can talk about the pricing while we drive. So obviously we have homes on the smaller side with condos around 1,000 square feet up to 5,000 square feet plus on the larger single family homes. And then you'll see a lot of mature trees in here, a lot of parks, a lot of sidewalks, a lot of solid brick homes. And you can actually find some smaller homes in here that it's harder to find in some other areas, like around 1,300 to 1,600 square feet, which aren't as easy to come by for people wanting those smaller homes. And then average home price in here from the last 6 months is right around $715,000. And then the median home price being $665,000, with the average home being just under 2,500 square feet with 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and on just under a quarter of an acre. Although some of the larger lots are closer to a third, and some even being as large as half an acre. There are multiple sections in here though. There are gated parts to this neighborhood as well, with larger homes on larger lots. So the homes on these larger lots can be as large as 5,000 square feet plus and be super nice, with some recent sales as high as 1.5 million. So again, a big range in prices and size in this neighborhood. And then as for amenities, there are the very popular pickleball courts again, tennis courts. There's 2 pools, walking trails, clubhouse, and playgrounds for the kiddos, so no shortage of great amenities in here, so be sure to check them out. And then for schools here, you're going to be zoned for Hunters Bend Elementary, Grassland Middle, and Franklin High. Lots going on in here in this neighborhood. And then at number 5 is Water's Edge. So this is a community closer over towards I-65. There isn't a ton available actually in there right now as I'm recording this video, but a lot sold in there over the last few months, with a lot still under contract. And a lot of these were and are new builds, but there are some resale, and these will start turning over a lot more as the neighborhood gets a little bit older. So in the spring, I would imagine you'll see a lot more availability in here because it has been being built actually for a little while. Now, if we look on the map, this is going to look pretty familiar to you. It's located right here by Ladd Park, which we looked at earlier off Carruthers, and really close to I-65. I won't go over all the details again since we just did that a minute ago, but you're super close to the highway for an easy commute and 5 minutes from lots of groceries, 10 minutes or less to Cool Springs, so really convenient location. Now, this is going to be a little bit smaller than some of the other neighborhoods we've seen, but still a good size, right around 415 homes. And let's take a look in here. You'll find both single family homes, townhomes in here, so it fits a lot of different needs, and you'll see the smaller attached patio homes and townhomes from right around 1,400 square feet with 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, up to larger homes closer to 4,400 square feet. And then prices in here recently averaged for a home $743,000, and that home is going to be an average of 4 bedroom, 3 bath with a 2-car garage and right around 2,500 square feet. And then that's going to be on about 0.15 acres. So sales have been as low as $515,000 for a townhome and as much as around $900,000 for a larger home recently. And then amenities in here are great as well. You've got a pool, a playground right here next to the pool. You've got walking trails, clubhouse, and then a gym in the clubhouse again. I always mention this because I feel like it's such a nice added bonus. That would be awesome if more communities had that. So the convenience of not having to have the equipment at home or go to a gym further away is just so convenient. And then schools you're going to be zoned for here are Trinity Elementary, Page Middle, and Page High. So look them up. And then on to number 4, that is going to be Terra Vista. This is a new neighborhood being built by the Jones Company, fairly close to Water's Edge. So it's just on the other side of Ladd Park, but slightly more removed. So if you look at the map, it's located right here. So here is where Terra Vista is, and then right here is where we just were at Water's Edge. So not much new to say on the area, but you are a bit closer over here to Berry Farms, which is right over here. And then you've got hotels here, grocery restaurants, Chick-fil-A, which we talked about before. So a lot over here in Berry Farms, which is nice. And again, close to 65 and right around 30 minutes to downtown Nashville. Number of homes in here, right now there's about 100. So it's going to be a smaller community, not as large. And then home size in here can range anywhere from around 2,600 square feet up to 5,000 square feet. And lots in here can be anywhere from around 1/4 of an acre to 1/2 acre, even up to 3/4 of an acre. So as you drive through, you'll see the land is rolling with really pretty views, a lot of character in these homes. And for prices in here, you're looking at average sales prices on these ending right now just over $1 million. And that is on 1/3 of an acre lot for a 4-bed, 4.5 bath home, just under 3,700 square feet. Now there aren't going to be amenities in this neighborhood, but you can very likely get a larger lot than some of the other communities, and again, put those amenities in your own yard, just like Stearns Creek, and have friends over and enjoy those at your own home. And also, not having those amenities, you'll enjoy a little smaller HOA fee, which is nice. And then the schools that you're going to be zoned for here are going to be Creekside Elementary, Page Middle, and Page High. Okay, number 3 is a little different. It is actually no subdivision. There are actually lots of listings that are not in a neighborhood at all. And I have plenty of people who call me looking for exactly that. So these are homes that are not in a formal community, are on acreage, or lots not belonging to a subdivision. So these are scattered throughout Franklin in a variety of different sizes, price points, ages, and you can obviously still buy large acreage properties with massive homes, but also smaller homes on larger lots. Now the caveat to that is that many people think that just because the home is small on property, you should get that home for much less, but unfortunately it doesn't really work that way. It's the land that is so expensive in Williamson County, and a property could have a trailer on it and still be quite pricey depending on the location, usability, and simply because it's Williamson County, and Williamson County land is some of the most expensive land in the state. But if not being in a community is what you're looking for, or looking for land, particularly properties with a lot more space, it's doable in Franklin, and it's the 3rd most listings and sales as far as that goes. So be sure to ask me. We can set you up on a search to see what's new and coming for these types of properties if that's what you're looking for. Okay, coming in at 2nd place is Lockwood Glen. Lockwood Glen is a beautiful, medium-sized community of just under 400 homes in a very familiar area. You're gonna recognize this, and I gave this neighborhood a very special award once in my other video, which I'll tell you about in a minute, but first I'll show you this very familiar area, and it's located right here, again off Carruthers. So since you're already familiar with the area, I won't dwell on it, but here it is just in case. Now the homes in here are so adorable. This has that little beach town vibe like you'll see in a couple of developments around Franklin. A lot of beachy colors and designs and just really, really cute. Now you aren't going to get huge lots in here for the most part, but some of the newer builds seem to have a little more room in the back. So you can get some with a rear load garage and the courtyard yard, and then you can get some with a front load or side load garage and a traditional backyard. Some of the smaller yards are quite small, just a little courtyard, and then the largest lots in here being right around 1/4 of an acre. So you'll also find townhomes and single family homes, so both of these are a possibility in here. And then home size can range from as low as 2,000 square feet on the townhomes to 6,500 square feet, which would be a larger home with a basement. We've seen several basement lots available in here, so if you're looking for those, you might just be able to find one here, but that's where the extra large square footage comes from in that 6,500 square feet. And for sales, the average under contract and sold home in here is just under $1 million, and that's for a 4 to 5 bedroom home with 3 to 4 baths, right around 3,500 square feet, just to give you an idea. And then now about the amenities. The award I gave this neighborhood was the Best Pool Award. I love this pool and clubhouse so much. So a lot of communities say they have a resort style pool, but it doesn't always feel that way. Here it truly does feel like a resort pool. So just look at this. It's located at this fantastic clubhouse. There are basketball courts, a fire pit, playgrounds, so a lot to enjoy here in Lockwood Glen. Schools here are going to be Trinity Elementary, Page Middle, and Page High. And then I have another full video tour on this community, so search my videos for that if you want to see more. And then the #1 most popular neighborhood, and it's no surprise, is West Haven. So West Haven you may or may not have heard of, but it has twice as many listings and under contracts and solds as the previous #2 neighborhood that we just talked about. So I have multiple videos on this community. So again, search my videos for those if you want to see more. This is a huge community located on West Haven Golf Course, and it's a favorite of so many. It's so big, which is one reason why there are so many sales here in this community. Currently, there are around 2,500 homes with a lot more to come. Last I heard, which is a while ago, they had 1,000 new lots approved, and then that will also consist of many different home types that are going to be in the 55 plus section of the community, which is a brand new addition to the neighborhood and very much anticipated. If you want to refer to the map, it's located right here on the west side of Franklin, so that is going to put you on the west side of the historic downtown and further away from 65, making your commute to downtown a bit longer than if you're in one of those other communities. But you should be right around 35 minutes with no traffic, but then with traffic might be a little worse trying to negotiate through the downtown area. You are, however, so close to the factory in Franklin as well as historic downtown area, which is really nice if you enjoy those areas. You can also see that right here in the neighborhood you have your own Kroger. There is a little main street right here that has restaurants, pubs, workout facilities, ice cream and coffee shops, and all of this is accessible on your golf cart, which you will undoubtedly be rolling on in this neighborhood. So tons of people get around on their golf carts, there's lots of parking for them, and the best way to get around here. So homes in here are some of the priciest per square foot in all of Franklin, so be prepared to pay for the convenience of the community as well as the amenities you get here. So this neighborhood also has that beachy vibe and feels like a Florida beach town, namely Seaside, where you'll be visiting should you move here. You can see the adorable homes here, many with smaller courtyards and rear load garages. And then as you move into the higher price points, you find the front load garages or side load garages with backyards, but those will be closer to the $2 million and up mark. Recent sold data shows average home prices for the closed homes in the last 3 months to be just under $1.3 million for a 4-bed, 3.5 bath home on a lot size of 0.17 acre. Under contract and not showing average prices right now show right around $1.5 million for a 4-bed, 4.5 bath home. So that kind of gives you some kind of an idea. There are current listings right now for single family homes on the smaller side though for right around $1 million, so don't be discouraged. And then for amenities, it's off the hook. You have a residence club with workout facility, a separate workout facility on the main street of their downtown. There are meeting rooms, childcare, workout classes, an art room, a movie screening room. There are are cooking classes offered at the restaurant at the golf club. There are 2 pools, tennis courts, pickleball courts, miles of hiking and walking trails in the hills, so many concerts, get-togethers, activities that it would be impossible to name them all, although apparently I'm trying. But please refer to my other videos on this neighborhood for more information. I've tried to share a lot of that previously. And then schools you'll be zoned for are Pierre Creek Elementary, Hillsborough Middle, and Independence High. This neighborhood is awesome and probably one of the most extensive planned developments in the Nashville area, which is why it's at number 1. So this was a ton of information, but a great overall look at some of the most popular Franklin communities. So like I said, I work with people every day relocating here, so I have a lot of information for you on different areas. So please do reach out and I can answer any and all of your questions. I have a lot more videos coming your way gearing up for 2024, so be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and all my contact information is in the description, so don't hesitate to reach out. We'd be glad to answer all of your questions. Thanks so much, and we'll see you on the next video.